Correct. Yes. Yeah, I had to think about that, but that's correct. Alright, this is the first semi-final, first qualifying match of tonight in the DSCL Open Qualifier number 3. The players are in the bottom right corner of the map from Denmark. I'm thinking he's from Team Red Bloods, Spazymazy.
With his silverfish drones.
Awesome.
Getting ready to rock this game. And in the top right, with the normal probes, it's the Protoss player. It's FeaR from Dead Pixels.
Yes.
Which is a team most people actually know. FeaR is not here to play around.
Because Optimus is in Dead Pixels.
Optimus isn't Dead Pixels.
Of course, we knew about Dead Pixels before Optimus was with them. But now it has a particularly special place in our hearts because it harbors one of the best Dutch players.
Wait, you did? I only know players in which Optimus has been in. I only know teams which Optimus has played in.
Okay, so which teams has Optimus played in? Utter silence. So before this, he was with AT Gaming.
Oh, he was an AT. Okay.
Yeah, it unfortunately has disbanded now.
I was hesitating between AT and mouse control.
Ah, yes. I don't know, maybe long ago in the past he played for MCon. I don't know actually. I can't remember that. So, but of course, in the Netherlands you never know. Players switching teams. But there, of course, there has always been like a friendly rivalry between MCon and AT Gaming.
Yeah, exactly. Always been two of the best players. We keep saying players instead of teams. Two of the best teams in the Netherlands. Aside from, I guess, Team Liquid, if it counts.
I was gonna say, yeah, but I'm not sure if Team Liquid really counts anymore as a Dutch team.
With all these international players, I'm not really sure if the DSCL counts as a Dutch tournament anymore.
Oh, that's true. So what's Dutch about the DSCL Open is, of course, that it's held in the Netherlands.
Which is really cool because I'm still waiting for the day for an IEM or a DreamHack to go to the Netherlands. So I'm very happy that you're filling in the gap.
yeah. I'm not sure if I'm filling the gap completely, but
well, it's something, right?
It's something, I guess. Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's the only thing we have, so we have to be proud.
Definitely, and I do know that DreamHack and IEM, I mean, it's not like they don't want to come to the Netherlands. So there have been people trying to make that happen, but unfortunately so far no dice. But besides the Dutch StarCraft League this year, we also have, like I said before, the First Look WESG Benelux tournament. So this year at First Look there's going to be esports once again. This year there will be the official qualifiers for the World Electronic Sports Games in China eventually, but you know the European finals will be in Barcelona. So go ahead and visit First Look. We're going to have Hearthstone, CSGO, StarCraft, of course, and one more game, maybe League of Legends? Or Dota. Dota, yes, of course. So 4 disciplines, and the finals of all those disciplines, including the StarCraft finals, will be at First Look Festival. So go ahead and check it out, firstlookfestival.nl or firstlook.nl. They both refer you to the same website. And the StarCraft finals in particular is on Sunday. So if you want to go see the StarCraft final with Hearthstone and Uthermon, Optimus, and many of these players.
So there's actually a game going on, and
really?
Spazymazy just managed to kill a gateway and get in with his circlings. And is here to do a lot of damage, because there are no units from FeaR here. A lot of probes will go down. His Mothership Core pops out just at the right moment to be able to hold. But 5 probes did die. In the meantime, FeaR in the bottom left side of the map is trying to go for a little push. He's hiding his gateways. It's also useful to have one of your gateways nearby them, which means your warpins will be faster, but he's actually building a second one there, just so the Zerg doesn't know what's going on.
So FeaR is counting on keeping his base defended with his Mothership Core, although it does not have enough energy for Proton Overcharge, so these Zerglings may burst in again, so FeaR may have to get his adepts that he's been building up at the bottom of the map and help defending. But of course right now Spazymazy may be thinking that FeaR is going for, oh wait, I was following the rocks there. I was going for a Stargate at some point, but there's actually an attack coming, and I don't think Spazymazy is aware right now, or do you think he has some clues?
I think he should know, because he has a complete wall off, so he knows there's some aggression of FeaR going on. He thought it was a Stargate, But since that's not coming out, he is starting here to defend with his roaches because he knows something will happen. And here the adepts are coming in with resonating glaives, doing quite a bit of damage. A lot of them are teleporting forwards. He has 2 behind, which are easy pickups for the queens. Some roaches are going down and the first drones are starting to fall. I wonder if this will do enough damage, because Spazymazy is actually holding pretty well with his roaches, and he's not losing any of his army, he's just losing drones.
Yeah, he did lose 11 of them, but on 3 bases,
yeah, but
it's kind of okay. You can replenish
11 drones against like 11 adepts.
No, not a very good duel. Though some of these queens are, one of these queens is very low on health. But this looks like it's gonna be a pretty easy defense once again.
Yeah, he's not going for the teleport, which is probably a wise decision.
A couple of roaches making their way across the map. To do some counter pressure here. Not sure what 2 roaches are gonna accomplish though.
He just lost an adept for no reason at all, actually. And he's losing these 2 warp gates here too, and the other adepts need to run away as well. I think Spazymazy had a pretty good defense going on here.
Certainly that's looking pretty good for the Danish, I'm gonna say, Zerg player.
If you see the resources lost tabs, the Protoss has lost almost twice as much as the Zerg right now in resources.
It's a pretty big deficit to come back from, so more drones may be going down, but you know, it's only 3 adepts, or 4 actually, so they're not killing the drones too fast. There's lots of units here to defend. FeaR lost some of his production facilities when these out on the map gateways were destroyed. Alright, so yeah, these 2 roaches.
He's actually going in with two another adepts at the third, and he's actually getting more drones than he should here and wasting a lot of mining time. So I don't think it's good enough, but it was a good move. Spazymazy is actually going for the Spire and not for going for the usual Hydro-Disc Baning combination, so... We're going to see some Mutalisk play in a bit.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
And I don't think FeaR will expect that. Well, he is going for Mass Oracle, by the way, right now. He has 2 Stargates.
Oracle not too good against Mutalisks though.
No, but he has his 2 Stargates, which means if he spots Mutalisk, he can immediately go to double Phoenix production. So the fact that he has his 2 Stargates up is really important here.
Yeah, okay, so these Oracles are gonna fly into Spazymazy's bases right now. Will they see the Spire coming up? Which is right now.
Oh, he doesn't kill the Queen.
Barely doesn't kill it.
There's no Spore Crawler here, so a lot of drones are going down. The Zerg might go for a counter push, but the Mothership Core has plenty of energy for 4 Photon Overcharge if he needs to.
Alright, so there's 5 mutas on the way, and the Spire has not been scouted so far, so Phoenix production has not started. It's just Oracles from now on. And these Oracles, of course, in a straight-up fight against mutas, are not going to do too much. But like you said, Phoenix production could start, but he needs to start it fast if he wants to do something.
Yeah, it's a shame. I was thinking the Oracles would spot the Spire, but they didn't, which is a big deal. Okay, a lot of roaches are going in now. I mean, they'll all die, but I don't think he wants to have his roaches anymore, so that's not too big of a deal. And he can kill a lot of probes here. Although, he isn't getting a lot of probes, so...
That's true. No, that's true. That was a bit of a... yeah, fluke there with the... or fluke, I should say. A flum. Yeah, let's call it a flum with these roaches. These roaches are spotting the Mass Oracle, though, and I think Spazymazy is going to be happy about that, because right now his mutas are flying in, these Oracles are not going to be no good in defending against the mutas. And the Mothership Core just used some energy on Photon Overcharges.
Start his Phoenixes. I don't know, I don't think he should even finish this one Oracle, but he does. He has a few Stalkers which he immediately warped in, but so many probes are going down now.
17. These are very deadly Mutalisks. 20
They're very
probes.
deadly Mutalisks.
So much, and no more energy for Photon Overcharge on this Mothership Core.
The first Phoenix is out now, but it's just one of them. 25 probes.
2 Phoenixes now.
Oh, this game would have been a completely different if he only just saw that Spire with his Oracles. Just that one scout would have changed it.
Certainly, yes. 33 probes, and of course, mutas are falling now fighting the Stalkers, but they're still focusing some probes. 37 probes. I mean, my God.
Yeah,
That's so much.
he just leaves. He doesn't want to deal with this anymore.
GG. Spazymazy wins the first game.
Such a shame.
Spazymazy is now one game win away from
to qualify
for the DSCL Open.
And I guess with that first defense against it at that push, he did really show what a good player Spazymazy is. So I'm happy that he was able to capitalize on that advantage. But it's such a shame that for FeaR, because he could have had his Phoenixes in time, if only he just spotted that Spire.
Certainly, yeah. Wow. Next lobby coming up right away. I see a question in the chat from Dankufulo, who asks, why aren't we just talking Dutch? Well, we could, of course, but this is the Dutch StarCraft League Open, which is an international tournament, and it's hosted on Dutch soil. That's why it's called the Dutch StarCraft League. But because it's an international tournament and we have international players, we're casting all of this in English. We also have an official Russian language broadcast, by the way, and starting next qualifier, we're going to have official German broadcast as well of the Dutch StarCraft League.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
So professional.
Very professional. Yeah, so keep an eye on that. If you go to teamliquid.net, you can see the Russian broadcast linked on the right side of your screen. So go ahead and check that out. Say hi to the Russian streamer. Hey, I'm alone in a lobby. I'm just going to quit this lobby because I don't think it's the right one. Alright, what's all this?
Lonely.
So lonely. I'm going to take a quick gander at the brackets while I can. Where are they? Here they are. Okay, still no result for Marsman versus Neek. Curious about that one. The winner will be going up against Ziggy, and I'm thinking that's going to be the next match we see after this one. Yes. New invitation.
Come
Here
on,
we are
FeaR.
in Abyssal Reef.
It's Abyssal Reef. It's time for carriers. Come on, FeaR. You can do this. The best map for carriers. In my opinion, at least.
Carriers, right. So this is the map on which you most often face carriers, or the one that you think carriers are best?
Well, I mean, I turtle a lot and go for mass battlecruiser, and turtling to mass carrier, there's a lot of similarities there. So I know what kind of maps are really useful to doing that, and Abyssal Reef is one of them, because it's so easy to turtle on these free bases here, and even get a 4th and 5th without so much danger.
The game is live in the bottom right corner of Abyssal Reef. It is from Germany, Richard, or FeaR.
And in the top left corner, not from any country, but playing from outer space, it's the Zerg player Spazymazy.
Alright. Alright, any shenanigans so far? Well, maybe, because we see a pylon way out in the map for FeaR.
Which is actually the first pylon.
Yeah.
So this is not just a pylon to maybe in the future be able to warp something in. No, he's going to proxy. He's going to all in here. Three gateways are going down.
So these will be making zealots, right? I mean,
yeah. He's not going to wait for a cybernetic score to finish up. 4 gate. This is not how I learned to play 4 gate.
No, you make them in your base, right? Yeah. No, but no scouting. Actually, this scouting probe, I'm not sure if Spazymazy is able to read anything off the timing of this probe, because it's quite late now that it has dropped down all these gateways. It throws down a pylon, so maybe to scare Spazymazy to think that there's some kind of a cannon rush coming, or maybe, of course, to warp in. No, not
there
warp
was
in.
A giant fish which just scouted the gateways, but sadly that giant fish is not on Spazymazy's team.
Doesn't provide vision for Spazymazy. So what's the purpose of this pylon? It's just to freak Spazymazy out? Or is he going to build another gateway?
I think so. I mean, he does need a second pylon, right? But this is going to waste a lot of mining time for the Zerg, which means he'll have less units to defend when the Zed is coming. So I think it's actually a pretty good move.
But doesn't FeaR need the pylon for supply? No, he does, but actually Spazymazy stops attacking it because he thinks, it's just a fake, there's no cannon rush coming. This guy was just an idiot for throwing down a pylon, forgetting to cancel it, but then it actually does work as a pylon, what pylons are used for. And there's zealots coming into his base right now.
There are zealots coming into his base right now, which is never fun. And this is always one of the most awkward micro battles. To have slow zealots microing against drones and zerglings. The queen is coming up, and he does cancel the spine crawler before the finish. That's a really good position for the zealots in that choke. The queen might do a lot of damage, a lot of drones will go down here, and more zealots will come in.
Yeah.
Actually, all the zealots are still alive.
Yeah.
Just one of them died now, and Spazymazy just immediately surrenders.
That was a very quick rebuff from FeaR there.
4-gate, man. It was good in Wings of Liberty. It's still good now. Even though it looks completely different, it's still good. FeaR actually managed to get 317 APM and Spazymazy 386 APM with just drones and zealots.
Wow. Pretty sick. God, that was quick. Alright. It's only 8:30 now. So we got just 2 more best of 3s after this, so it's gonna be a quick night tonight. Which is good because we're both tired, right?
Yeah, I'm going to sleep very early today. Which is going to be amazing.
That's good. Have you been watching American politics, or what's this?
No, I went to Lille, to France, in the weekend. So I had 2 nights with just 4.5 hours of sleep in a row.
So you went to a science conference then, or what did you do?
Science. I actually went to meet some people from some political parties to have some fun with them and learn more.
Oh, of course, you're with GroenLinks, right?
That hurts.
What?
No, it's Partij voor de Dieren. Party for the Animals.
Okay, so in my head, these two somehow, get mixed up. Yeah.
There's a new Party for the Animals, which just started in France too. So I met with them, the Parti Animaliste.
That makes sense.
Which was fun.
Cool.
Which makes me sleepy.
I can imagine, certainly. We have FeaR in a lobby. But no, he left the lobby, so how does that work?
I don't know.
Yes. So is this the right lobby?
I'm not in any lobby.
Okay, I'll invite you to this one, but I'm not sure because our admin left the lobby, so I'm not sure what's up with that.
I'll just join you, I think. Let's see where I end up. We can just play each other. Oh no, wait, there's a Spazymazy and a FeaR here. I keep refreshing the Battlefy website bracket and keep forgetting that it does that automatically.
Oh, okay, there we go. Sorry guys. Yeah, it does. It's very cool. Right,
yeah, but it's just like automatic to just keep refreshing it, even though it doesn't matter at all.
Yes. The 3rd game in this series is loading up, guys. I'm wobbly, spewing out sentiments in the chat saying Protoss with my my Pokemon lore is not up to speed, but I think that's Wiggly. Alright.
Yes. It's not one of the first 150 Pokemon, and those are the only Pokemon that matter.
Here we are into game number 3 in the top left corner of Ascension to Ire. Spazymazy for Team Red Bloods. He's going to try and close this series out. All the players are currently tied 1-1.
And in the bottom right, he didn't go for carriers, but he went for something almost as late game, which was a proxy 4-gate Zealot rush. Let's see what he does this game with FeaR.
Yes. Pylon on the low ground, so he's going to try to wall off his expansion there. I'm taking it. There goes a probably be throwing out a gateway. And then a Nexus.
I think he's going for the Nexus first. If you look at the minerals building up.
Good point.
I like the fact that FeaR is really switching it up. Because he's unpredictable.
Yeah.
He's not like Wait, who was that player we just casted who went Reaper every game? That was
Ziggy.
Ziggy, yes.
Yeah. So Spazymazy, I mean, maybe FeaR is reading into Spazymazy, who is not playing very aggressive at all, also not scouting a lot. He's not sending out drones or anything. So maybe FeaR is playing into that, going Nexus first and getting away with it against Spazymazy, whose spawning pool is only halfway right now, so FeaR will get away with his early expand.
There's really not a lot of scouting going on at all. And Spazymazy, he calls the bluff, and he knows that he knows that FeaR will not go for a proxy 4-gate salad 2 games in a row. Because I think if he did, he actually might have won. Because Spazymazy is not scouting that much, and he did go for the hatchery first.
Certainly. Like, you gotta be thinking as Spazymazy, what is he really just saying, you're not gonna do it, I'm just gonna trust on that and just do my thing, because he's not scouting. And what would happen if if FeaR just went 4-gate salad again? Yeah.
I think Spazymazy would uninstall StarCraft.
Yeah, that would end the game, I think. Wiggly. So Wobbly is confirming that it's actually Wiggly in the chat. Very good. Thank you, Wobbly, for that Wiggly message. Alright, what's going to be a robotics facility for FeaR. So, more of a standard game. Thinking maybe there's going to be an observer first from this robotics facility.
Yeah,
so
maybe a warp
get an idea what's going on.
4 Zerglings are going to the natural, but the Stalker is just finishing up, and 1 Stalker should be able to outmic with those.
He could get surrounded by 4 Zerglings, but not if he uses the pile to hug the wall. Yeah.
FeaR's too good for that. There are actually a lot of Zerglings being built right now, with metabolic boost and with Overlord speed, and he has an Overlord in place, so I think he'll go for a dropper load right here.
That is interesting. You know, distract your opponent at the front with some Zerglings and then in the back.
2 Overlords here. Is he going to morph them?
He has not morphed. Well, he's maybe morphed into the other one. There we go. Big attack on the front now. No Mothership Core in position. No Mothership Core at all. Currently just being built. Did FeaR forget the Mothership Core?
Well, he didn't want to go for a quicker Oracle, that's for sure.
No, that's true, yeah. Is this just going to be it?
It might be. I don't even think he needs to drop Lords right now.
He loses all the infrastructure, theory.
Well, the Mothership Core finishes now, and he does have 1 overcharge, but all the Zerglings run in. He doesn't need the Overlords at all to drop in. I think he just wins right here. He has no units at all.
Such an easy race. You just build Zerglings.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Well, Protoss can just build salads, as we found out earlier. So
well, that's true.
I think maybe all also just overthinking it. Maybe to play good StarCraft, you just need to build your first military unit you have. Yeah. And just attack.
Oh, Stalker gets surrounded.
Yeah, this is over.
Because this Mothership Core is still 22 energy away from throwing out another photon, overcharge, and more Zerglings are going to fall on this.
So many probes. Yeah, it's GG.
Wow,
even if he did manage to hold, and even if he did manage to fix his wall, the upper lords could have just sent in more.
Congratulations to Spazymazy, because he's the first player of tonight to qualify for the DSCL Open, making him the 7th player representing the 7th nationality. That's really cool, I think. And we'll see FeaR again in the 3rd place match.
International StarCraft League.